Good day. Welcome to another episode of Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. I am Sean Farrell. How about them Cowboys? God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Let's not waste no more time. Jesus Christ is Lord. Let's get right into it. So, I told y'all CD was going to assign, okay? Told y'all CD was going to assign, okay? And let's not listen to anything social media has to say, okay? Dak is going to sign, okay? Jerry Jones loves him, okay? Dak is going to re-sign, okay? We're not going to go back to the pre-Aikman. We're not going to go back to the post-Aikman, pre-Romo quarterbacks, okay? I don't need to remind you of that. As a matter of fact, I will remind you. Anthony Wright, Ryan Leaf, Quincy Carter, Drew Henson, Chad Hutchison, Clet Stoner, Drew Bledsoe, Vinny Testaverde. Okay. All of those quarterbacks. Post-Aikman, pre-Romo. Believe me. We're not going back to that era. We don't want to go back to that era. The old head Cowboy fans, who are still Cowboy fans to today, we don't want to go back to that head era. Okay? We won't. Okay? Dak is going to sign. Okay? I'm pretty sure CeeDee Lamb would not have signed if he wasn't made assurances that Dak would sign. Okay? So, Dak is going to sign. Okay? It may not be before the start of the season. It may be after the season. But he is going to sign. Okay? Okay. So, got that out of the way. So, we played Cleveland in our season opener. Okay? So, let's take it back to the start of the 1991 season. Okay? When we played Cleveland in the season opener. Yep. So we beat the Browns 26-14 that game. Okay. We beat the Browns in the season opener. This is when Cleveland was still at that municipal stadium, I believe it was called, which NFL players called it the worst stadium that they have ever played in because hold up. That's my phone right there. All right. Which NFL players called the worst stadium they have ever played in. Obviously, that's not the case at the start of the season because the weather's still warm and you're playing on grass and dust in that old Cleveland Municipal Stadium. So that's not the case at the start of the season, but you get late into the season, that's one of the worst stadiums players say that they have ever played in. Okay. Nonetheless, that was Bill Belichick's first game as Cleveland Browns head coach, and we played pretty well that game. The Cowboys played pretty well that game. Aikman was sharp. Emmitt Smith ran well. It was the fourth quarter. The Browns had a fourth down situation. They had to go for it. Okay, they were going for it. And Bernie Kosar got sacked by DeAngelo Stubbs and Jim Jeffcoat. So we ended up winning the game 26-14. That was Belichick's first loss, ironically, against Jimmy Johnson. So think about that for a second. Bill Belichick's first loss as the NFL head coach was to us, the Dallas Cowboys, and Jimmy Johnson. That was his first NFL loss. Okay. Go figure. And in a bit of a ironic twist, Bill Belichick's first NFL victory was against the New England Patriots. The irony in those situations. The irony in those situations, okay? So, yeah, so opening game, 1991, we beat them 26-14. Now, fast forward to 1994, okay? The Browns actually beat us in Texas Stadium, okay? We almost won we almost won the game, but the Browns stopped us right at the goal line, okay? The Cowboys were driving for the winning score, and we were at the goal line. Aikman completed. Aikman threw the J Novacek, but Novacek was tackled short of the goal line, and the clock ran out, and the Cleveland Browns pulled off a upset victory in Texas Stadium in 1994, which was a critical loss because that loss meant that we had to go to San Francisco for the NFC Championship game instead of San Francisco coming to Texas Stadium for the NFC Championship game. Okay, so that loss was a critical loss. Then 2008, then the 2008 season opener at Cleveland, we won 28-10. Tony Romo and T.O. were in sync. Felix Jones, the rookie, he played well. Cowboys defense played well, so we won that game pretty easily, 28-10. Then I believe we played them again in Texas in Cowboys Stadium, 2012. That was a close game. We won. And then the COVID year, we played them again at Cowboys Stadium, and we got off to a bad start that game, but Dak just wouldn't give up. Dak would not give up. We kept fighting and fighting. Problem was, our defense couldn't stop nobody. Our defense couldn't stop OBJ. Defense couldn't stop the Browns. And I remember they were in the end around with OBJ, and Jalen Smith is pursuing him hard, but OBJ beat him to the end zone, and that was it. So yeah, just a few of the matchups. I know we played Cleveland opening days a few times, so this will be the third time we played the Cleveland Browns on opening day. Okay, or maybe we played them opening days, and maybe I don't remember when we played them on opening days. But I know that we did play the Browns in the playoffs a few times in the 60s, in the late 60s, okay? I remember we beat the Browns in 1967 to advance to the NFL Championship to play the Green Bay Packers, okay, in 1967. Then I believe we had back-to-back playoff losses to the Browns in 1968 and 69. And Don Meredith was hurt one of those games. He was playing in hurt one of those games. And I remember Lance Allworth. Allworth recalls when Don Meredith walked into a restaurant after the playoff loss to the Cleveland Browns. The people in the restaurant, they booed Don Meredith. They booed Don Meredith from the time he sat down until the time he left. despite the fact Don Meredith was playing with, I believe, broken ribs and a and I believe like a punctured lung or something like that. Yeah, he played hurt in one of those playoff games, and the people in the restaurant stood up and booed him. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, so just wanted to talk about some of the past matchups that we've had with the Cleveland Browns in honor of upcoming opening day with the current crop of Cowboys. Of course, I think we're gonna win. We will be facing Amari Cooper, though. Who knows if Amari Cooper has revenge on his mind, okay? But that's still 10 days away, couple of days away. So so just wanted to talk about some of the past matchups that we've had with Cleveland. I'm Sean Farrell, Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. I'm out of here. Peace out. Be blessed.